change the angle that you have it at.
And that way, no two lines are parallel.
So if you have something, say like this, right? Say like this. If you got these two endpoints to be parallel,
and then you change one a little bit, like
little
that,
bit, then it wouldn't be parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be parallel with a different point, but not this one. So you have trapezium. Exactly. So.
And I'm running this stuff down.
Wait, you guys think that any rhombus we get or any kite we get is also a rhombus? Like exactly the same rhombus. So since we know that using these two diagonals, we get a kite or a rhombus depending on where we put them.
Yeah.
So, but what would happen if we moved them off? Like if it wasn't to the midpoint of the smaller diagonal or the midpoint of this one. So the thing I noticed was when we had either a rhombus or a kite, this was we always use the midpoint of this diagonal.
Yeah.
So what if it wasn't the midpoint of that diagonal? What if it was something like that? It would still be a trapezoid, right? So you can also use the two diagonals you get from making a rhombus or a kite. You can also use them to make a trapezoid or a trapezium.
Yeah.
I think that should be one of our observations.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
So that one goes on the...
I think that was on kite. So any group of diagonals that produce a rhombus or a kite may also be used to produce I think it's more any trapezoid or trapezium. So what do you guys? I don't know. I guess that was just one of those
aha moments.
Aha moments. Yeah, one of those eureka moments.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that really tells us about. So we have.
You found like a small thing of gold.
So yeah. So we have two diagonals that make two sets of polygons, and we have two observations that pertain to these two. And so I think we should start working on these two sets of diagonals more than the larger ones, because with these ones we only have one set of observations to go with. With these we have two whole sets of observations.
Yeah.
So I think we should tinker with these two sets and see what we can get.
The only thing that we haven't made with those two is a square and rectangle.
I made a square.
Oh, yeah.
With these?
The big one.
Oh, I thought I meant it all.
No, I meant with these two, because we have two observations that pertain to two sets. We have.
But it's impossible to make a square with this, because all sides are equal, making the diagonals equal.
So this has to be. So you can't make a square.
Okay, so let's see.
So these two can't produce a square.
Yeah.
So diagonals used in producing heights. Rhombus. Sage, where's my eraser? Rhombus, trapezoid, or trapezium cannot produce.
Okay, so here we go. Can't make a square without equal diagonals.
Produce a square
Or a rectangle.
Rectangle. Can you make a parallelogram?
Yeah.
Can these two make a parallelogram? Like, for the parallelogram thing we made, can it produce a parallelogram? So I know that two large diagonals can produce a parallelogram. So these are large. Okay, no, and the parallelogram, we also can get it, but we can get a parallelogram with these two.
Yeah.
So, but,
How would you make it a
So
what if you make it like this?
So now we have a third set of observations that have to deal with the large diagonals and the small ones.
What else to add? I'm gonna tinker some more.
See, I really... No, I want to find out why the only like type of parallelogram that we can't actually make is a parallelogram. That's confusing.
I know.
So if you make a square rectangle but not a parallelogram.
You did make one.
Well, oops. So we can make a parallelogram.
Yeah, we can make a parallelogram.
So out of all the shapes we've made, we can produce everything except a square and a rectangle out of these two.
Yeah.
And trapezium.
No, we can
Yeah,
make a trapezium.
you can make a
We can
trapezium.
make a trapezium.
Oh, I thought you said that you could.
No, with these two, we can make a trapezium. Easily.
And the rhombus and the
And a rhombus and a
kite.
kite.
A trap.
And a parallelogram. Except not a square.
Or a rectangle. Because they're not equal. You're all these questions you are wondering about space. Okay. Right, so do you have any observations, and we have we're wondering about something.
Well, I'm wondering...
Did I make another trapezium, or is that... Yeah.
No, it's another trapezium.
Yeah, this.
It's not necessarily like parallelogram. You have to actually see the answer.
It should be pretty straight.
Yeah.
Because this one you can see this one's like down at an angle, but this one's straighter.
Like I said, most common.
Yeah.
The trapezium, well, yeah, because you have endless amounts of trapeziums. Right? You have endless amounts of shapes that just don't work.
You
You
just
can't define them.
you mess up with one of the circles, and you got your trapezium. Easy.
So pretty much everything you mess up on gets you a trapezium.
This book gives us a trapezium, right?
So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we even need it.
Because you don't know if it's wrong with parallels. Because
Made a trapezium.
that would be
What would this be?
that'd be a parallelogram.
How about this? How about we prove?
See?
Yeah, all
Two
right down
angles
each
are-
one. Like you get, I got square rectangle, I got round.
They be the exact same angle, and those would be parallel to each other.
Wouldn't this give us a trapezoid?
And so would those actually. Yeah, see, watch those.
Yeah.
These two and those two would be parallel. So that would
It has to be like with the middle.
yeah. Wait, is it off the middle of both of them?
Yeah.
So you
parallel.
pretty much get it the same way you would get a
So
kite.
this is a rhombus right here.
That's a kite.
But if you turn it at an angle,
Yeah, this is a rhombus because in the
Yeah,
middle, and then
because-
you turn it and then you get parallel.
And does it work if you turn it any other way? Like if you were to turn, like even if you move the angle a little bit away, just a tiny bit away, would
Yeah.
this still be a parallelogram?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd still be a parallelogram. So from a rhombus, you can also produce a parallelogram. That's interesting. Well, we know that.
yeah.
We know that because of the observation we had with the kite. Essentially, you're using the same steps. But what about through a kite? Through a kite, could you make a parallelogram? Like through the kite thing? With
Well,
this?
it's just that they're not equal. I think you can. It does look kind of like this.
Where is it?
I think no,
I don't think so.
no, cause
This angle, I don't think this angle is
pretty straight.
Yeah, straight, you can get it.